Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Authorities have brought 2 more cases against the Poplar Bluff kidnapper. A new retailer is moving forward with plans for a new Farmington location. And the Clearwater school system has 2 new principals. All of these stories are coming up.
Cloudy skies remain here in southeast Missouri. How high will the temperatures go the rest of the week? I'll let you know coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories we're working on for you at this hour. The registered sex offender accused of kidnapping a Poplar Bluff 5-year-old is facing additional charges in relation to 2 other cases. Now, according to media reports, Jeffrey Dean Shelton has now been linked to a case involving a 10-year-old Culin, Missouri girl back on October 20th. According to the probable cause statements, Shelton pretended to have car trouble and asked the 10-year-old if she would get into his vehicle and push the brake. When she got in, police said Shelton pulled a knife and took the minor to a Ripley County residence. The girl then later identified Shelton as the man who kidnapped and assaulted her. Investigators say several photos of the girl were found on Shelton's cell phone. Friday, prosecutors in Ripley County charged Shelton in another case. And Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin, any idea when we're going to get some snow?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Let's take a quick check of the temperatures around southeast Missouri. 43 right now in Festus as well as in St. Genevieve. 43 in Potosi, 45 in Ironton. Currently in Piedmont and Cape Girardeau, 46. 46 in Poplar Bluff, and 45 right now in Van Buren. Cloudy skies at 7 p.m., 40 degrees, 39 by 9, and by midnight a temperature around 37. It's going to be on the chilly side tonight. Cloudy skies as well. We'll let you know how warm it's going to get tomorrow, plus the rest of the week coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
The Piedmont Rotary Club's annual radio auction just got underway a few minutes ago. Rotary Club member Bob Kuzner says the auction brings together a lot of people.
It's a project that we do every year and involves all the people that come down there and do things, plus all the people that call in. I know my wife calls in quite a bit, and basically it helps us when people call in too.
Kushner oversees one of the Rotary projects supported by the auction, and that's Kids for Kids.
I collect money from the community, and plus the Rotary supports us, and I go out and I buy shoes for the kids at the schools, and we've bought 1,030 pairs of shoes so far.
The Piedmont Rotary Club's radio auction is set for tonight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 6 until 9 in the evening on Kicking Country 105, 104.9 FM. While negotiations to bring one new retailer to Farmington continues, another is moving forward. City Administrator Greg Beavers told 18 Eyewitness News that negotiations are still ongoing with the potential new tenant in the former Value City building.
Those contract and lease negotiations have been going on for almost an entire year. Hopefully they'll be finalized pretty soon, but I've been saying that for a number of months, so I hope we get to that place.
On the other hand, Beaver says Menards was preparing to submit their building and site plans to the city last week.
We are still waiting for their legal folks to finalize their review of the redevelopment agreement amendments, but I fully anticipate that project to be under construction by May.
Menards is looking to locate in the Maple Valley Plaza. Clearwater School Superintendent Blaine Keel is giving high marks to 2 new principals in the district. Keel told 18 Eyewitness News about the new middle school principal, Michael Keller.
Excellent school man. He's been a classroom teacher, moved from classroom teacher to first-time administrator at the middle school. Very conscientious young man, knows school, very dedicated to what he's doing.
Keel says Deborah Hand is the new principal at the elementary school.
She comes to us with experience, was a teacher here originally, then moved on and was a principal in a couple areas, schools. Back both are super energetic. They're so enthusiastic about what they're doing.
Keel says parents will find the new principals very down to earth and easy to talk to about their children. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, helping area pantries is in the bag. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day with 90 days same as cash. Easy payment plans to fit your budget, no hassle leasing, and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customers, in Donovan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, call 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
The annual In the Bag program supporting local food pantries is underway. President of the Elvins Food Pantry, Randy King, told 18 Eyewitness News how the program works.
For $5, they can come in and purchase a pre-made bag, and it's got the stuff for the holiday season already made up in it. They get some bags made up, you know, or sold, and then they call me, I go get them, and we go through them, and it goes right out the door to the people.
King says if individuals or organizations wish to do something on their own, canned food drives are always appreciated.
You just wouldn't believe the canned goods we go through in just a week's time. You know, you just really wouldn't. If you take, say, the total 407 families per month, and you figure you were putting 7 or 8 cans in a bag, you know, that's what, 2,800 and some cans a month.
For a list of supermarkets participating in the In the Bag program, just click on this story at our website, KDKZ18.com. The program runs through Christmas. Our town tomorrow is still waiting to hear if Union Pacific has given approval for an Arcadia Valley Amtrak stop. Spokesperson Carol Kelsheimer tells 18 Eyewitness News that a stop would help spur tourism in the area.
We have so many beautiful things here: Elephant Rocks, Johnson Shut-ins, Tomahawk Mountain. We have the rivers and the lakes, and we have so much to offer people to come to the area, so much history in the area.
The group already has won Amtrak's approval, which would be only the 3rd Missouri stop on the Texas Eagle Run. Now, Carol believes her group has gotten farther on this time doing it because of renovations to the Whistle Stop Junction.
And the historical museum part of it is wonderful. We have so many visitors that come, and they only are not from the United States, but we have many countries that stop in here. People visit in our area.
Carol says Union Pacific has the ultimate say regarding the Amtrak stop because they own the tracks and the land under the train station. Well, before you string up your lights or put up an animated or inflatable Christmas display in your yard, remember all of these things use electricity. Farmington Fire Chief Todd Meese tells 18 Eyewitness News that even too many lights on your Christmas tree can be a hazard.
With new LED lighting, you can put a lot more strands together and we don't have as many problems. However, with the older lighting, it is limited to a few strands. If you still use natural Christmas trees, making sure you keep them watered, they stay green once they start drying out, they can very quickly catch on fire from an improper electrical source.
Chief Meese says you wouldn't believe how quickly a fire can start and fully engulf a room.
And about a minute and a half can go from your house is perfectly fine to your house is virtually one room is fully involved in fire.
Chief Meese warns folks to be careful of overloading an electrical circuit by plugging too many items into one outlet. He says owners of older homes should be especially mindful how their electrical systems are set up.
Cloudy skies remain here in southeast Missouri on your Tuesday, voting day. What will the rest of the week be like? I'll let you know coming up next in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at weather headlines throughout southeast Missouri. We're going to continue to see the clouds throughout the area tonight and through tomorrow. Temperatures are going to continue to be on the cool side as well, and sunshine makes a comeback for midweek, with temperatures starting to warm up by the end of the week. So we have something to look forward to. Currently here in southeast Missouri, temperatures are in the 40s, 43 in Festus, Potosi, St. Genevieve, Ironton right now at 45, as well as in Ellington, Van Buren the same, Piedmont and Poplar Bluff at 46, as well as in Cape Girardeau. Currently here in southeast Missouri at the station, we have a temperature of 41 right now with under a cloudy sky. Feels like 41 out there. Current dew point 37 with humidity 86%. East-northeast wind at about 5 miles per hour. Going through the day on your Tuesday, high pressure system over the Midwest, over Missouri as well. And we're going to see cloudy skies for the most part. No rain in sight, and it's going to be on the chilly side. For tonight, low around 35 degrees. Cloudy skies for the rest of the evening. 34 in Potosi, 33 in Festus, 35 in Ironton, Piedmont 36, 36 in Poplar Bluff, and 38 in Cape Girardeau. Then for tomorrow, mostly cloudy sky, high around 55, southwest wind 5 to 10, 57 in Cape Girardeau, 57 in Ellington, Ironton the same, 56 in Fredericktown, 55 in St. Genevieve, and 54 in Festus. The next several days are looking like this throughout southeast Missouri. On your Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 51. Warmer on Thursday, mostly sunny, high of 60. Then on Friday, mostly sunny, 69, 70 and partly sunny on Saturday. Mostly cloudy on Sunday, high of 55. So part of the weekend's looking nice. The latter part of the weekend, not so nice temperature-wise. And then the low 50s for highs on your Monday, but sunny skies. Now look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. On your Saturday, plenty of sunshine, partly sunny skies, high around 70, low of 52. Not much warming up on Sunday, high of 55, and a low of 32 under a mostly cloudy sky. That's check of your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the Weather tab.
Coming up in today's 2-minute tour of Missouri, we'll be looking at ballot initiatives, political yard signs, and perhaps a record coyote. Today's 2-minute tour of Missouri starts in the voting booth. Missourians will decide ballot initiatives dealing with tobacco taxes, appeals judges, health insurance exchanges, and the St. Louis Police in Tuesday's election. The tobacco measure would increase the state's tax on cigarettes by 17 cents a pack to 90 cents a pack. Another ballot measure would amend the Missouri Constitution and affect the selection of state appeals court judges. The remaining proposals would restrict online insurance marketplaces called exchanges and eliminate state oversight of the St. Louis Police Department. The Missouri Department of Transportation is asking for the public's help in keeping the state-owned right-of-way clear of political signs. Now, MoDOT says the placement of yard signs on right-of-ways creates a safety concern by blocking visibility. In other situations, a sign can become an obstacle for a driver. If they have to exit the road in an emergency, it could become a problem. An emergency management team from Missouri is headed to New York to help manage volunteers and donations in the aftermath of Superstorm Sandy. The New York Emergency Management Office asked for help from Missouri State Emergency Management Agency. SEMA gained valuable experience after last year's Joplin tornado in helping coordinate the efforts of hundreds of thousands of volunteers who came in from all over the U.S. to help out. Many Missouri state workers will be allowed to stay home the day after Thanksgiving for the first time in 2 years. Missouri governors traditionally granted state workers the day off on the day after Thanksgiving, but Governor Nixon didn't follow that tradition in 2010 and 2011. The governor said canceling the vacation day saved money primarily because some employees who had to work could not choose whether to claim extra time off or accept holiday bonus pay. Conservation agents can't figure out what a Missouri hunter shot. The man thought he was bagged an unusually large coyote, but when it weighed in at 81 pounds, 7 more than the national record, a Cooper County conservation agent ordered it taken to a regional office for testing. Experts say the animal could be a wolf, a large coyote, or a hybrid animal with characteristics of both. And that's your 2-minute tour of Missouri for today. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, how to teach your kids about civic responsibility. That's coming up on Focus on the Family.
I'm Stacy Johnson. They say you get what you pay for. But is that always true? The world's most overpriced products. Just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment. With a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit.
As we approach another election day, it's a good time for families to consider taking an active role in teaching their kids how to be more responsible citizens. Dr. Bill Meyer explains in today's Focus on the Family.
He was 10 days old when we took him up to his first convention.
Lucy's son Sam was introduced to civic involvement even as a baby because politics is a passion for this family.
One of the most direct ways that people can really be involved with affecting how life goes on around them. I mean, that's what we're here for, is to be active, to be involved.
Well, this is the generation that will be the elected officials, and they will be voting also for the elected officials. And if they're not involved, who will be?
For Lucy and Tom, training their kids to be responsible adults includes introducing them to how government works and how to get involved. A simple way to start: visit your state capitol.
You'll have opportunities to meet your elected officials. They love kids. There's usually a balcony for visitors, and so you can take your children in. They can listen to the debate.
It's very interesting to watch them. They're actually real people. And then going up to the Capitol, watching how they pass these bills.
The Chaplers have taken civic involvement to the next level by volunteering for their United States congressman.
We work at his office answering phones, opening mail, faxing things off to Washington, D.C. So just basic tasks that they needed somebody else to help fill.
Because a lot of people don't realize that sometimes the race is won or lost, even at the primary level. And so if you can affect who goes on the slate, you can dramatically affect who governs you. That's the fun part, where you're actually making a big difference.
Teaching kids their civic responsibilities can range from taking them along to the voting booth to jumping into a political campaign. Participation is what's important. It's our privilege and our duty. For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, kdkz18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. 2/3 of all the American economy is made up of consumers, people just like you and me spending money. But sometimes what we buy is way overpriced compared to what we're getting in return. Money expert Stacy Johnson has some examples, so see if you can add to the list.
When you shop in exclusive boutiques, you know you're going to pay a high price for what you hope is high quality. But there are some situations where you're just getting gouged. Here, in no particular order, are some of the most overpriced purchases in America and what you can do about it. The first will come as no surprise: water. Here's a product that can cost less than a cent and be sold for more than $1. That's quite a markup. Workaround: a refillable bottle with your own water. Next, eyeglass frames. Markup on these can be as high as 1,000%. Focus on warehouse stores and the internet for the biggest discounts. Drinks in restaurants can be marked up 300 to 600%. This soda could have cost the restaurant 2 cents and cost you $2. Hard to swallow? Drink water. Then there's text messages. Depending on the provider, you'll pay 100,000 times more for sending a text than other types of data. Solution: if you text a lot, you gotta have an unlimited text plan. And finally, prescription drugs. Markups can be enough to make you ill. 200 to more than 3,000%. Ask your doctor for generic alternatives. Bottom line, there's no shortage of overpriced products or ways to get around them. Want to see more or add to the list? Go to MoneyTalksNews.com and do a search for overpriced. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com. Click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, Park Hill Central and St. Genevieve meet for the Class 3 District 1 Championship. The Cardinals are making changes to their coaching staff, and Missouri football falls to 4-5 overall and 1-5 in the SEC.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
Back in September, St. Genevieve edged by Park Hill Central, a final of 22-21. Tonight, the teams will meet again in the state high school playoffs for the Class 3 District 1 crown. While the Cardinals coaching staff is coming together, St. Louis has promoted Memphis pitching coach Blaise Isley to manager Mike Matheny's staff as bullpen coach. The club is also expected to announce assisting hitting coach John Mabry's promotion as Mark McGuire's replacement. McGuire has decided to accept the hitting coach position with the Los Angeles Dodgers. McGuire told Cardinals officials he wanted to work closer to his Southern California home. Mizzou's tough defense couldn't make up for a mistake-prone offense that squandered repeated opportunities, including 3 second-half interceptions deep in Florida territory. The Gators took the lead for the first time in the fourth quarter and beat the Tigers at a final of 14-7. Mizzou was looking for its first win on a campus of a top 10 team since 1978, and they fell to 4-5 overall and 1-5 in SEC play in their inaugural season in the conference. That's today in sports. Fred and Dustin, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Let's take a quick check of your evening planner for the next couple of hours. We're going to see cloudy skies, 40 degrees at 7 p.m., 39 by 9, and by midnight, a temperature around 37. It's going to be a chilly night tonight. Hope you bundle up if you're going out. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 6. Newswatch is next, but the news doesn't stop here. Just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, for your latest news, weather, and sports, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll see you right back here on 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 10 o'clock.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Here's what's coming up tonight on KDKZ 18.